Here at New Deal Studios, we're a full-featured production house, so we do everything from pre-production all the way through post. We mostly do feature film work as well as commercials, but we're famous for our model miniature work and set design work. We're a fairly small studio, so we scale anywhere from 20 to 50 people depending on projects. Right now our pipeline's heavily involved with the Foundry's products. So for compositing we use Nuke. For 3D, we use MODO. We use MODO for digital asset creation. We're also using MODO now for technical visualization. We pretty much use the software out of the box as much as possible. The tools have been designed so well that we don't have to spend a lot of time putting in heavy custom scripting for our workflow. We found that MODO's render gives you incredible results, but it's also extremely fast, especially if you're doing a lot of replicators. For a recent commercial we did, we had a scene with hundreds of thousands of buildings that extended all the way to the horizon that were flanking our physical model buildings that we had built. We were able to render this entire city at around 2 minutes a frame with brute force global illumination and textures that we had captured from set, which, as far as I know, is unheard of with about anything else you could come across outside of maybe a game engine. MODO saves us a lot of time on that end, which gives us a lot more flexibility for design creativity and trying things out. We're always kind of trying to push the limits of what the tools can do and integrate new tools into that pipeline. So, you know, bringing MARI into our MODO pipeline and bringing MARI into our Nuke pipeline, and then recently we adopted HIERO for our production end. HIERO is pretty broad-reaching. I could see it even being used as an on-set tool because of the speed. HIERO saved weeks of work. Just the back and forth between editorial and post-production pipeline was always something that you really had to stay on the ball. And it took away my time from overseeing our artist, and where I was just kind of managing the workflow. And so HIERO kind of takes that load off me. For the Lone Ranger, we had to plan for where the sun was going to be casting shadows across our sets months in advance of the actual shoot. We actually used MODO's physical sun and sky. We were able to do that down to the inch. We were working with our vendor, and they had shot a complicated scene that was a combination of digital and physical assets. As part of our MODO pipeline, we had an actual match move camera that is matched to the reference photography. And so we brought that into MODO. And then we start designing a set around that camera and what's supposed to be happening in the scene. So we knew it was going to be a very complicated engineering scene to do this rig. We've always kind of designed our pipeline and our workflow under the keep it simple, stupid approach. And we've relied on the Foundry to really kind of push that pipeline.